chain will be wrapped around the door. Padlock shut. Again, another precaution being taken to make sure that no one gets inside the steel cage tonight. Now, King, you've been in plenty of steel cage matches in your career. What type of strategy do you employ, particularly early on here?
Well, it's all about the steel cage. You want to try to use it as an ally, and you want to try to avoid at all costs getting injured or having it come into play to your opponent's advantage. But I mean, I can tell by the look on Sheamus's face that he would just relish ramming John's face right into one of those steel sides of that steel cage.
Well, Sheamus told us earlier in no uncertain words that he, quote, hates John Cena.
You see, right off the bat, Sheamus trying to do just what I thought he would relish, trying to ram John's face into the side of that steel cage, but didn't get it done.
Guys, you notice the different looks on each superstar. Sheamus with a big smile, whereas John Cena is focused.
Cena.
I'm sorry, Michael, but man, you asked earlier what's going through John Cena's mind. Is he focused? I don't know. This is a different look. We see John almost every Monday night on Raw. I'm telling you, to me, I feel it's like a nervous look.
Yeah, but here's the other thing, guys. At some point, John Cena's got to be thinking to himself, can I actually beat Sheamus when the WWE Championship's on the line? I mentioned back in December, Sheamus won in a tables match where he put Cena through a table. And then back last month in a fatal four-way match, Sheamus pinned John Cena, and I understand the Nexus got involved, but he still beat Cena to win the title.
Listen, I'm the last guy to defend John Cena, but if anyone believes they can do it, it's John Cena.
Ooh, John Cena, big clothesline to Sheamus.
Let's not forget, Sheamus said he has no respect for Cena. It's Sheamus that wants the respect.
And going back to John Cena going through that table, Cena says, and I believe him, that he actually slipped and fell through that table.
Hey, look at John Cena. First time in this matchup the cage is used as a weapon, and it's Sheamus.
What was that response, man?
Here's the cover hook of the leg on Cena. Remember, pinfall, submission, or escape. The ways you win this match and the WWE title. An air of confidence has come over the first ever Irish-born WWE champion. Sheamus can be so intimidating at 6'6", 272 pounds. You know firsthand, King, the damage that this Celtic Warrior can do. And look at Cena.
John Cena senses the urgency.
There you go, Sheamus. Oh, and a high elbow caught John right in the jaw. By Sheamus, a little bit of time, too. The way you expected this matchup to start, King?
No, both of these guys look like they are early on. I mean, we're still really early on in this match, and both these guys already with pain on their face. They've delivered an awful lot of punishment early on here.
Running knee to the temple, or perhaps the jaw again by Sheamus.
No, that's not a good spot. Well, you don't want to get between the ropes and that steel cage, trust me.
And again, another reason the steel cage, you know, can take so much out of your game plan. Normally, Cena would have rolled out of the ring and bought himself some time outside the ring. Well, you can't do that here. Can't get to the floor.
You're right about that.
So, King, let me ask you, as far as pinfall, submission, or escaping the cage, which benefits Sheamus?
Look at.
Is there one particular option that benefits the champion here, King?
Well, I don't know if any one of them. I don't know if there's any bit of benefit to one of these competitors over the other. I mean, you know, I think that either one of these guys could pin the other at any given moment. Either one of these guys would be able to escape the cage.
A nice fisherman's by Cena. When it comes to submission, John Cena definitely has the advantage. Remember the STF. But I can no doubt if John Cena crawls toward a cover, here's the champion, shoulders down, hook of the leg, and a kick out.
And you might think that the size advantage that Sheamus has might limit his ability to climb out of the cage, but we know, I mean, there's no end to the agility and the strength of Sheamus. I don't think he would have any problem whatsoever climbing this steel cage.
And you know the way Sheamus feels about Cena. I think Sheamus would love to pin John Cena 1, 2, 3 in the middle of the ring.
And John doesn't strike me as a guy that would look to escape anything. So again, the jury's still out.
Let's not forget, this is about the WWE Championship, and you'll do anything to win that title. A big shoulder knocked down by John Cena. This is vintage John Cena. And Cena ducked, I should say Sheamus ducked low. Cena went high and paid for it.
Man, oh man, I'm telling you, this is
cover, hook of the leg on Cena, shoulders down, middle of the ring, kick out.
Each cover is so important because it takes so much to push your opponent off of you. The more tired you are, the more beaten you are. Slowly, the opportunity comes.
And Sheamus looks to inflict punishment and pain.
Well, you touched on something earlier, Matt, and I agree with you in the fact that I don't think either one of these guys, even though it would, like right now, I think Sheamus could attempt to climb out of the cage, but I think both of these guys would rather win this match in the ring by defeating their opponent rather than climbing away.
Sheamus will take a victory any way he can get it.
Well, why is he not trying to climb out right now?
Because he knows that John Cena is still up on one knee. He's nowhere near beaten down enough.
Maybe now.
Oh no, cover again, hooks the leg, wants to pin Cena, who powers at it too.
There's just so much personal animosity between these two.
A lot of history.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Now Sheamus, perhaps for the first time in the match, going to attempt to, yes he will, attempt to climb out of the cage. Remember, if he goes over the top, both feet have to hit the floor in order to win. And Sheamus's feet may hit the mat right now.
I don't know if that was good strategy on Sheamus trying to climb up in the middle of those ropes. That's hard to use a turnbuckle or a corner where you got a little more stability, yeah.
It's hard to climb out of the ring too when your opponent isn't quite beaten too severely. What the? Both men on the top rope, precarious situation.
Looked like John was thinking the DDT from up there, but that could do as much damage to John.
Well, he may still be thinking that.
Maybe even more. Maybe a superplex. Yes, it is.
Superplex to Sheamus. Can Cena take advantage? Crawl into the cover again. Manages to move that big frame over on his back. Hooks the leg. Shoulders down, and a power out by Sheamus.
Look at the glazed look in the eye of Sheamus.
Sheamus felt that one for sure. Now maybe Cena should try to climb out.
Big breath, almost a sigh of relief for Sheamus when he kicked out. But John Cena suddenly in the driver's seat again. Going to the attitude adjustment.
No.
And Sheamus, DDT counter. And Sheamus looking to take advantage. Now he rolls Cena over. This time hooks the leg, wraps his legs around the other leg, but Cena still manages to kick out.
Very close. The Cenation here.
Celtic hammer knocks Cena down.
Here's the cover. Hook of the leg on Cena yet again, and Cena. And frustration, perhaps.
Oh, Sheamus perhaps getting closer. Watch this. What do you call it? The Celtic hammer? Is that, I don't know if he has any names for his moves. But it was two big fists right to the head of John Cena.
Sheamus. Oh, look at that again. Another double fist hammer that time. Hook of the leg, shoulders down, and a kick out.
Sheamus showing a little bit of frustration. Watch that again, and then once again, bam, right to the head of John Cena. See, this to me, I don't understand. Instead of sitting there, staring off into space, why not be trying to climb out of the cage?
Maybe Sheamus is thinking about switching up his strategy now. That's what champions do. They evolve even right in the middle of a championship match.
Oh, so he's evolving.
Sheamus taking his time, looking to seize the moment. Oh, that time Cena ducked underneath, and here comes John Cena.
Reversal by Sheamus.
Oh! Sleeper hold. Sleeper hold. Sheamus pulled this out. I don't think I've ever seen Sheamus do this before.
This is brilliant.
And Sheamus, if Cena does pass out from the sleeper, Sheamus will retain the WWE title.
He wouldn't even have to climb over the cage, just walk right through the door.
King, I told you, Sheamus was thinking about changing his strategy, and it's worked to perfection.
Cena's in trouble down to the mat. Sheamus has got it locked in real good. Cena seems, well, he seemed to be fading.
Think about it. I saw Sheamus talking to Dolph Ziggler earlier today. This could very well be part of Sheamus's plan.
John Cena's got to get back to a vertical base, alleviate the pressure, try to battle out of this somehow.
I'm going to try to break that grip. He's got, whoa!
Well, he broke it momentarily,
nice.
and suddenly Sheamus, look at this. Sleeper locked back in again. And
body scissors now. It looks like it's a modified rear naked hold right there.
He could choke John out at this point.
Well, Cena fading. And Cena can't go anywhere with the legs wrapped around the rib cage. Almost like a boa constrictor.
Again, the position of Sheamus's legs makes it harder for John Cena to breathe. With every breath, Cena slowly fades away.
Yeah, Cena trying to roll out of this somehow, but I don't know how he's going to do it.
Look at those big, powerful legs of Sheamus.
Look at Cena.
Cena needs to go onto his front. There you go. And John's certainly strong enough.
You gotta be kidding me. Did John Cena somehow make it back to his feet from this position? That's a 272-pound man on his back.
Look at the look of disbelief on the face of Sheamus.
John Cena lifting Sheamus up in the air. Listen, look at, he's going to the ropes, but remember, a rope will not break this hold.
Also, the more energy Cena expends, the quicker Cena starts to fade.
But if Cena can get to the ropes, perhaps he can shift the momentum.
Look at his face. Look at John's face.
No, he's going to make it to the ropes. He's there.
Yeah, he does, but it doesn't force a break. Doesn't force a break, but Cena's going to go up high.
Are you kidding me?
John Cena with a 275-pound man on his back. Look at. How in the world is John Cena doing this?
Is he going to try to climb out of the ring? With Sheamus is thinking, I got to get off here.
Oh, good.
Would that have been something? John Cena with Sheamus on his back, climb right over the top of that cage.
Good, go for a cover now, Sheamus, come on.
Into the cover, hooks the leg. There's one, there's two, and Cena just rolled the shoulder out at 2.5.
More evolving now, Matt.
A lot of looks of disbelief on the face of the WWE Champion.
You're not kidding.
But he shouldn't be surprised. He's been in battles with Cena before, has Sheamus. The determined, dogged John Cena. But Sheamus continues the assault.
I don't want to speculate, but Sheamus removing that left wrist guard, that exposes his wrist. If Sheamus can lock in a sleeper hold again, he can use the bones in his wrist to inflict more punishment.
Sheamus trying to escape the cage again. Remember, escape over the top rope, both feet must hit the floor. Cena realizes it, now goes into defense mode.
Well, these cage matches are designed for two reasons. Keep out all outside interference and for finality. Finish it once and for all.
This is for the WWE Championship.
These guys have absorbed so much punishment, they're almost spent.
And notice how the referee does not count here because there are no countouts.
You have to wonder if somewhere Mr. Monday Night Money in the Bank, The Miz is watching.
Of course he is. Big shoulder knocked down by Cena yet again. John Cena starting to build momentum. I was just going to mention that Cena's got to get the pace going here, and that's what he's doing.
Here comes John Cena! You can't see me, but you can see this five-knuckle shuffle coming to your face.
And here comes the franchise. Going for the attitude adjustment. And Cena. Sheamus. Hey, look at Sheamus. Trying to.
Gave Sheamus a boost.
Yeah,
that was a great move by
look
Sheamus.
At Sheamus. Sheamus couldn't get over the top here. John Cena trying to prevent him from escaping the cage. And he does momentarily.
Oh! Wow. Nice left jab there by Cena. Followed by two more. Sheamus reeling. These guys are in a dangerous spot up there on that top rope.
Oh, Sheamus off the top of the steel cage.
Here's an opening for John Cena. No! John out!
Again, it goes back to the type of competitor John Cena is.
Over the top!
Wearing the wounds of war.
Well, this is what I said. These matches are designed to finish it once and for all.
Knuckle shuffle. That could have been a crucial error for John Cena.
And a broken hand will take away Cena's climbing ability.
I think could have been a mistake or an error is an understatement. John should have climbed over the top of that cage.
And a broken hand, to your point, would take the STF out of the equation as well for Cena. Cena was shaking the wrist pretty drastically, still doing it there, you see it.
Yeah, that could be a broken bone in his hand or a sprained or fractured wrist.
I think John Cena wanted to pin Sheamus or make Sheamus submit. John Cena did not want to win this match going over the top of the cage, taking in his mind the cheap way out.
Looks like Sheamus trying to tie John into those ropes here. Cena fighting it with everything he's got. Oh,
no, this is dangerous.
Tie him up and climb out, Sheamus. Why not?
You're right. If John Cena's tied up as he is here, Sheamus can just waltz out of the cage.
Look at the look of desperation in Cena's eyes.
John Cena is a prisoner of the WWE Champion. No disqualification. Remember the rules. And Sheamus has got to be loving this.
Just standing there and lording it over John Cena, a helpless John Cena.
Oh, and how
look,
fitting. Climb right over.
Yeah, adding insult to injury. Using Cena as a step stool.
Guys, this is over. There's no way Cena can get out.
To the top of the cage, the WWE Champion. But Cena powers out. Sheamus is on the top of the cage. He's got to drop down to keep the title. Cena's trying to prevent it here. Oh. So close again for Sheamus. And look at Cena go. Unwavering intensity on the part of the challenger, Cena. Bulldog, top rope.
Cover quick.
Uses his head to move Sheamus to the back. Hook to the leg and a kick out of two.
This Sheamus is invincible. It's unbelievable.
What about John Cena? Cena's been pretty invincible as well. This could be the turning point. Whichever man can survive that latest onslaught, make it to his feet here, would be in control. And the WWE title may be within Cena's grasp.
Cena trying to shake some feeling back into those arms. They're being locked in those ropes.
What is Cena thinking? What strategy is he plotting? Sheamus back to his feet. Cena going for the AA, the attitude adjustment. And Sheamus again battles out. And this time Sheamus, and then he calls the Irish curse.
John may look back on this later and regret, but I believe I gotta agree with you guys. I think Cena wants to win this thing by pinfall or submission, but that may cost him the victory. I think he could have climbed out of here.
Well, he's got something to prove here tonight, does John Cena. John Cena with a history of back and neck problems.
Well, Sheamus may have a history of back and neck problems after this match.
Sheamus, the WWE Champion, trying to make it back to his feet. Look at the face. Look at the expression of Sheamus.
It's surprising. Sheamus is virtually injury-free in this match, and it works to the champion's advantage, whereas Cena has a compromised hand, compromised back and neck.
No disrespect, but he doesn't look injury-free. As Sheamus makes it back to his feet. Trying to put Cena away.
And he may have just done it.
The Brogue Kick may keep the title in Sheamus's hands. Hook of the leg, shoulders down, and Cena powered out.
What about that? What about that? How on earth does John Cena do that?
And again, for the umpteenth time in this match, a look of disbelief on the face of Sheamus.
It's just a testament to the importance of the WWE Championship. Look at this kick.
The Brogue Kick.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. If Sheamus didn't beat Cena with that kick, if I were him, I'd be thinking about escaping. Yeah, and there you go.
And Sheamus going to look to escape. He glanced back over his shoulder to make sure Cena was down.
Come on.
And
it's about respect. This is what Sheamus wants, to be respected by John Cena.
He wants to hurt John Cena. Look at John Cena. Mistake perhaps. Attitude adjustment. Cena's gonna win it. Hook of the leg. He got it. A kick out by Sheamus.
I can't believe it.
High drama in Kansas City.
Sheamus may be unbeatable tonight.
Oh no. Oh my. The Nexus.
Well, they got...
Looks like Tarver's carrying bolt cutters.
Come on,
hey. Well, there we go.
Are you crazy? Are you crazy?
That was a bold move by the official.
Very bold move, but a great one.
Yeah, protect the integrity of this matchup.
These guys were going to cut that chain off the door and all of them get in that ring.
Give him the keys. Give him the keys now. Give him the keys. Give him the keys. I'm about to get his dress right in the car. Hold it. Give him the keys. Give him the keys. Wait, get his keys. The light is on.
Yeah! Adjustment, breaking the eyes by the champion Sheamus. And laying it. Ooh, official bounced off the stiff step. Cena. STM.
It's STM.
STM.
There's no official.
Sheamus is tapping.
It's over.
It doesn't matter.
Cena's won.
Sheamus was tapping to the STF. But the referee was knocked down. Nobody saw
I don't
Sheamus
care.
tap out.
Sheamus tapped out. It's over.
Cena should be the WWE Champion. Situation for the official here. Look at John Cena trying to get out of the ring. John Cena going up over the top. And Gabriel, Justin Gabriel scaling the cage. John Cena, Gabriel up on top of the cage. Cena fighting back with all he's got. Gabriel from the top of the cage. John Cena trying to escape. And look at Tarver and Young.
If Cena can get out, there'll be no doubt who the winner of this thing is.
John Cena, both feet up to hit the floor. Sheamus on the other side. Sheamus on the other side. He's Slater running interference. Here's Sheamus at the top. There goes Slater. Sheamus trying to get down off the cage. Sheamus wins. Sheamus wins. And now Sheamus hightailing it out of the Sprint Center.
The winner of this match, and still WWE Champion, the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus!
Well, when the referee got back to his feet, all he saw was Sheamus was the first man to exit the ring. I think he's awarded this match to Sheamus.
All the concentration was on John Cena, and Sheamus, he snuck out the back door. Nexus has cost Cena the WWE title again. Sheamus is still the WWE Champion, but at what price? You can almost feel the frustration boiling inside John Cena.
Well, rightfully so. Sheamus had tapped out. Oh, boy. Oh!
not want to be Darren Young at this particular moment. Michael Tarver either.
Imagine the frustration that John Cena's been dealing with, I mean, for weeks now.
I told you I'd take every one of you out! Yeah!
No. Two of the Nexus left lane, but unfortunately for John Cena, the net result is Sheamus is still champion.